He was there when history broke. On April 4th, 1968, a 26-year-old named Jesse Jackson stood on the balcony of the Lorraine Motel in Memphis, Tennessee. His mentor, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., was gunned down inches away. Jackson pointed toward the killer. That moment, that single moment, could have ended his story. Instead, it became the beginning of his life's work. For more than 60 years after that day, Jesse Jackson didn't just carry the torch. He became the torch. His voice echoed in boardrooms and jail cells. His words reached presidents and prisoners. He ran for the presidency. Twice. He registered millions of voters. He said 3 words that changed how Black people saw themselves. I am somebody, not I hope to be somebody, not maybe I could become somebody. I am somebody, present tense, right now. That's who you are. On Tuesday morning, February 17th, 2026, the Reverend Jesse Louis Jackson Sr. died peacefully at home in Chicago, surrounded by family. He was 84 years old. According to his family's statement documented by the Associated Press and major news outlets, his unwavering commitment to justice, equality, and human rights helped shape a global movement for freedom and dignity that stretched from America to South Africa, to Palestine, to every corner where injustice took root. Think about that. 60 years, not 30, not 40, 60 years of relentless, uncompromising work. According to documented records, Operation Breadbasket, the economic program Jackson led under King's SCLC, helped to bring 4,500 jobs into the Black community over 6 years. It was called the most successful operation of King's Northern Campaign. Then in 1971, Jackson founded PUSH, People United to Serve Humanity. He pressured corporations to adopt affirmative action. He fought for voting rights. He advocated for education, healthcare, and economic justice, not just in America. According to diplomatic records, he fought apartheid in South Africa. He supported Nelson Mandela when the world was silent. He stood for Palestine. He traveled the globe as a moral witness. When Barack Obama became president in 2008, Obama wept in Grant Park. But he didn't weep alone. Everyone knew whose shoulders he stood on: Jesse Jackson's shoulders. According to documented statements, Obama said Jackson paved the way for his historic presidency. That one moment, a Black man becoming president, that wouldn't have happened without Jesse Jackson spending decades doing the work nobody saw. But here's what makes Jesse Jackson different from everyone else who came before or after. He never stopped. Even when his health failed, even when he was diagnosed with Parkinson's in 2017, even when he developed progressive supranuclear palsy that affected his ability to walk and speak, he kept showing up. According to PBS News and documented accounts, he appeared at the 2024 Democratic National Convention in a wheelchair and got a standing ovation. In 2020, when George Floyd was murdered and the nation needed a moral voice, Jackson, struggling to move, struggling to speak, still showed up. He told marchers in Minneapolis, "Even if we win, it's relief, not victory. They're still killing our people. Stop the violence, save the children. Keep hope alive." Keep hope alive. Those 3 words aren't a slogan, they're a legacy. According to his family's statement and testimonies from leaders across the world, those words were his answer to despair. When people felt invisible, he said, "You are somebody." When people felt hopeless, he said, "Keep hope alive." When people felt alone, he said, "We march together." According to statements from President Biden, Vice President Harris, and leaders globally, Jackson was a man of God and of the people. He was the last bridge to Dr. King, carrying forward King's unfinished work when everyone else had moved on. According to his family, we shared him with the world, and in return, the world became part of our extended family. The revolution doesn't end with a death, but it does transform. Jesse Jackson transformed the possibility of what a Black man could do. He transformed the definition of civil rights, from just voting rights to economic justice to global human rights. He transformed the term we use for ourselves by fighting to make African American the standard name rather than the labels that came before. He transformed corporate America by forcing them to hire Black executives. He transformed politics by running for president when the Democratic establishment said no. and now he's transformed into an ancestor. But his work isn't finished. According to his own statements at the National Museum of African American History and Culture, he saw issues that America still hasn't solved. Poverty, inequality, the caste system he spent his life trying to eliminate. He said, if you had a 10-story building and the roof blew off, only the penthouse would be upset. But if the foundation shook, and everybody would be in trouble. The foundation still needs fixing, and his legacy, Keep Hope Alive, is now our responsibility. Jesse Jackson was a servant leader to the oppressed, the voiceless, and the overlooked. He was a movement unto himself. And the question isn't whether we'll ever see another Jesse Jackson. The question is whether we'll honor his legacy by doing the work he showed us how to do. Rest well, Reverend, your voice echoed. Now we make sure it never goes silent.